Stop. I wanna go home. Take off this uniform. We've stopped. I'm going to tell you why in a minute. But first, I'm going to take off this uniform. And my friends here, Dave and Lee, from my wonderful circus family, well, they're going to take my uniform and take it away. So just give me 1 minute, okay, to get undressed. Here we go. Well, I love you too, otherwise I wouldn't be here, and I certainly wouldn't have stopped the show in the middle of it, okay? I've written it down here. It's very short, this, but I do feel I have to say it. We've just come back from quite a few gigs in Germany, and there was a lot of this and that in Germany, and so I'm responding to it a tiny bit. All right, here we go. You ready? God, I love it. You're all listening. How cool is that? All right. This is our 76th show on this tour, and this is the only time that we've stopped in the middle of the show. All right, so this is a one-off. Why now? Well, some of you may have noticed that there is a media campaign directed at me by some political opponents. This is all the bullshit accusing me of being a Jew hater and an anti-Semite and stuff, which obviously I'm not. But anyway, I'll go on. These opponents are from two groups. Firstly, there are some on both sides of the Atlantic who object to my entreaties to the powers that be to support universal human rights as a necessary first step towards peace on earth. Secondly, there are defenders of the policies of the present government of Israel. Yesterday, there was an aggressive piece in the Jerusalem Post. It's unlikely that many of you read the Jerusalem Post, but I did yesterday. So let me finish. Which was a bit full of lies. But also there were opinions. The writer, who's called C.V. Joffre, he objects to the juxtaposition of the names Anne Frank and Shireen Abu Akleh during my song, The Powers That Be, which you all saw earlier tonight. Well, Civi, my old mate, here in the safety of the bar, we are allowed to have different opinions. Okay, I've mentioned that before. You have yours, and I, for my part, stand by the inclusion and the juxtaposition of Anne Frank and Shireen Abu Akleh's names in this show. They are both my sisters. They were both murdered by the state, and like all victims of state violence, they must be remembered. So that's it. I'm done. I'm going to ask... Well, hang on a minute, guys. I'm nearly finished. I'm going to ask you, my brothers and sisters, here in the bar in Prague, for a moment's silence for our sisters, Anne and Shireen, before we carry on.